This is part 2, July 4th, 2022. So it's interesting because this, you might can't see, but there's a guy walking a stroller here. And it's so interesting. He's a pale skinned guy walking a stroller with a kid in it. He was sitting out here, but the TV is on. I woke up early, around 4. And the reason why I say it's interesting because I woke up around 4 and I did a prayer of asking ancestors to ancestors. I am my ancestors. Ancestors are me. Asking, communicating about clarity that because in truth, I am Sheik Dwayne Bafubey's wife. Your wife, Islam Sheik Dwayne Bafubey, my Moshi American Nation family. And what is in your heart, your mind, your spirit, and what is truth. And I really focused in those thoughts. Now I looked over here and it didn't stay, and the TV was on. The TV was on, and it's interesting because sometimes the TV can be on, and those, I don't know why so many, I mean, a lot of pale skins are usually walking dogs or walking with a stroller that look like they have a kid in it, a baby in it. So I find that interesting and connect your thoughts in reference to the TV. But he's gone now, but I don't know if he's a resident here. But when I got up, he actually walked over here and he kept looking inside the window, and he was scratching his head. And the stroller had a net, a bug net over it. So then he took the baby out. It was a pale skin, and they were sitting out here. So anyway, it was just a thought. So in reference to, and also I had the thought about the TV, the TV being a satellite. And so around 4:30 or 4 a.m., once again, when I was doing my prayer, I noticed that a pale skin was on TV. And you can, and me looking out through the window, you can see in the lobby. And Monty and I, we don't watch TV. We haven't watched live TV since 2010 approximately. And when we came to extended stay, we probably watched the movie station here on this TV for maybe 4 months, if that, approximately. And then we unplugged the TV. So we haven't had the TV plugged up in years. I chose not to watch TV. So I just wanted to say I find that very interesting because the TV is a satellite, and there are artificial intelligence or laboratory experiments that are constantly on the TV. Those that of lower round might think the TV is something special, but it's not. It really isn't. It's artificial intelligence, and other, just like that, you have them among possibly in a naturalized military, Navy, Army, the police. You have them on TV, and then they just I think science in reference to transformation, DNA manipulation has became the next step. I won't say so advanced. Just because we don't know about something, we learn about something, doesn't mean it's so advanced compared to ancient technology. So to those it might be advanced. So I think a lot of times these unclean spirits that are artificial intelligence, they rely on the ignorance of people not knowing ancient history and knowing how advanced ancient ancestors, who we are, and how far we were in reference to our thoughts, elevation, and our connection to the divine. So these unclean spirits rely on that, and so to a lot of them, and then they play off that, and they trick them, and mentally, mentally, physically, and there you go. You have a transformed thought, in a body, a transformed being. I can't tell you how many times my thoughts are manipulated, and I could tell an invasion is going on. And so what they're trying to do is demonstrate how possibly they can enter different sheaths. And so if you're not for sure of yourself, you might feel as though they're controlled. And yes, you might be controlled that way, but your core is protected. And as you strengthen yourself and you learn who you are as a celestial being, you start to strengthen and vibrate more. So what these unclean, unnatural spirits rely on is ignorance. So you have, so that they can be seen as some form of God and some form of extraterrestrial being. But 9 times out of 10, they're just laboratory experiments. Nothing special about them, nothing great about them. They're just laboratory experiments that have played off the ignorance because of celestial beings through thoughts have fallen so much, and we forgot who we were and who we are, and now we are remembering.